we all should be wearing sunscreen. What? I know, crazy, right?
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch, mask on, got a fucking mask on.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shelly if you're new here, and if you've already been here, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be discussing hyperpigmentation and discoloration. The two, if you're a person of color, you have probably at some point or another experienced hyperpigmentation and discoloration. Now, this doesn't only happen with people of color. It happens, or it can happen, to just about anyone. I decided, because I'm someone who dealt with and still does deal with hyperpigmentation and discoloration, so I decided to share my tips with you guys about how I got rid of and how I am still getting rid of hyperpigmentation and discoloration. I'm going to tell you guys what it is, what I did to get rid of it, and how you can prevent it from happening to you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so first things first, what is hyperpigmentation? It's an excessive amount of melanin production which forms deposits in the skin. I have some very embarrassing pictures of myself, but I'm gonna include them because I believe in being very open and honest with you guys and being realistic about what it is that I do to help you guys as best I can, so that you will know what to do if you are going through something like this, or so that you know what to do so that you can avoid going through something like this. I had very bad discoloration on my skin, and yeah, I went through like breakouts and acne and things like that, and I can give you guys a full breakdown of how I got rid of my acne if you guys are curious, so just let me know in the comment section below. But here is a picture of me, of my discoloration and hyperpigmentation. Here is an image of me. The discoloration, as you can see in the forehead area, it's pretty bad. It was just starting to really clear up, or I was finding ways to clear it up around that time, but you can still see it. So yeah, I went through that. It was a very hard time. I was very depressed about it. I didn't really understand why it happened to me. No one ever really taught me about it, so I wasn't really clear on what it was. I was going to Walgreens, buying Clean and Clear and Clearasil, and using the apricot scrubs and by St. Ives and just everything. I was trying all of these products to try to get rid of this problem, and nothing was working. So then I got to a point where I was like, okay, something has to give, because I cannot walk around like this. I am wearing makeup every single day. I am barely wanting to go anywhere because of what my face looks like. So I never wanted to be one of those people that wanted to or had to wear makeup every single day, and that's the point that I was getting to. After I did my research and some things were working or seemed like they were working, and then they just stopped working, I kind of got sick of that. I was like, you know what? I need to do something natural that would help me so that I can get rid of this problem for good, because I don't want to deal with this. So my face, I had hyperpigmentation here in the bottom portion. For women of color, dealing with hyperpigmentation at some point in your life, it's just what we can do is we could try to avoid it. So now that we have a clear understanding of what hyperpigmentation is, now I can tell you how I got rid of it. So what I did to get rid of hyperpigmentation and discoloration on my face was I started doing all natural honey masks. I know it sounds crazy, but I realized that my face was getting more irritated and I was causing more breakouts with the makeup that I was using. So I was like, okay, let me stop wearing makeup. I need to let my skin breathe. That was my main thing. I was like, all right, let me let my skin breathe. So I stopped wearing makeup. I wanted to test out using all natural products, so just an all natural remedy. So what I did was I did a little bit of research and I found honey. Honey has antibacterial properties. It is very good with brightening the skin and just evening out your complexion. There are many different healing properties that honey contains. I will list them on the screen because I can't remember them offhand. And I would even wear it to bed. Like, that's how desperate I was. I would put like a towel down on my pillow and I would put the honey on my face, just raw honey. And sometimes I would squeeze like a few drops of lemon, fresh lemon juice in it. And I would pull my hair back, rub the honey all over my face, and I would literally sleep in it. This is what I did because I was like, nothing else is working. I mean, nothing else. I didn't have a skincare regimen. It was just, nothing was working. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing the honey mask. So the next morning, I remember the first time that I did it, the next morning I woke up and I was like, whoa, my skin was so nice. It looked really, it looked super healthy and like a natural glow. So that was like amazing to me. I'm like, wow, okay, this seems to be working. But the only thing was, I saw somewhere online that it said, don't use it every day. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do every single day if I can't use the honey every day? Like, I need the honey because this is what's gonna help me get rid of this weird discoloration stuff that's going on my face. Once I figured out that I couldn't use honey, I was like, all right, maybe I should try a cleanser. So I found Mario Badescu. I started using his line, and I was using a cleanser from his line. I was using a moisturizer from his line, and I think that was it. I didn't really know much about skincare at the time. I would wash my face with the Mario Badescu cleanser, and I realized that that was actually much more gentle on my skin than the Clean and Clear and the Clearasil. So I was like, okay, this works. So I would wash my face every day. And then I started learning about natural scrubs. And I found out that I needed to use a face mask at least once a week. The honey mask was working for me, so I started using that once a week. Then I would use the moisturizer, and even though I was oily, so I didn't really feel like I needed moisturizer. So I'm like, my skin is moisturized enough, okay, with these natural oils and this excessive oil or sebum that I'm getting on my skin every single day just from being out and about. This is enough. But no, it wasn't. So I started using a moisturizer, and I realized that it wasn't as bad as I thought, which is crazy, right? I was doing that, and then I started going to school. So I started going to school for aesthetics. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know that I went to school for aesthetics. And so in school, the students would get a facial for free. So one of the facials that I was really into was the microdermabrasion. I noticed over time that my skin started to improve. You know, with facials, you're getting different treatments, whatever is recommended to you from your esthetician. So I would get facials based off of what my other students would recommend who have been there longer than me, or whatever my teacher would recommend at the time. So same with you guys. If you go to an esthetician or you get an esthetician, they can help you and tell you what it is that your skin needs, and you come up with a solution to help with improving your skin. So I started to learn a lot about where hyperpigmentation and discoloration came from when I was in school. And so one of the things that I learned was that we all should be wearing sunscreen. What? I know, crazy, right? But it is true. So whenever I tell anyone this, any black person, whenever I'm like, sunscreen, wear your sunscreen, put your sunscreen on, no one likes to listen to me. Everyone thinks that I'm crazy and I'm just talking. But listen up. If you're dealing with hyperpigmentation and discoloration, if you want to get rid of it, start wearing sunscreen every day. Every single day, start wearing sunscreen, and then come back to me and tell me that I was right. It's one of the best products, and we actually should be wearing sunscreen every day. All of us, no matter what color you are, you should be wearing sunscreen, because the UVA and UVB rays are definitely attacking us every time we walk out of the house. And just so you know, during the day. And another thing to note is that even on the cloudy days, the sun is the rays are trying to beam through the clouds, and so at that point the rays are much stronger on those days. So you want to make sure that you're wearing sunscreen every single day during the day. Obviously at night you don't need to, the sun's not out, but wear your sunscreen, okay? Wear your sunscreen. That brings me to the next topic, which is how to prevent it. So preventative care basically starts with you. You can take the tips I've given you throughout this video and apply them, and we can go back over it. You want to make sure that you start a skincare regimen. Everyone should have a skincare regimen. My daughter, she's 11. I've already started her on her own little skincare regimens. She was having like some puberty issues, breakouts, and it's cleared up within a week. No lie, no joke. You want to make sure that you have a skincare regimen. It needs to consist of a cleanser. You want to make sure that you're using a toner. You want to make sure that you're using a serum. I recommend for hyperpigmentation and discoloration using a vitamin C serum because it is going to help with discoloration and hyperpigmentation. It's also, vitamin C serum is like a brightening, it has like a brightening agent in it, so it'll help to even out your skin tone and complexion. You want to make sure that your skincare consists of an exfoliant. I will also say that one of the things that also helped me was doing dermaplaning on my face. I have a video on that. I will link it here for you to check out. I also have a facial routine video that I do all the time that you can check out as well. I'll link it here. That was also one of the things that helped with getting rid of my hyperpigmentation, was doing dermaplaning on my face. So exfoliant, you want to make sure that your skincare regimen consists of an exfoliant. And you want to make sure that you are using a moisturizer. We all need moisturizer. And last but not least, sunscreen. You want to make sure that you are using your sunscreen every single day during the day when you leave the house. That is going to help so much. Dealing with hyperpigmentation and discoloration, following these steps, using these tips, it is going to help you so much with your hyperpigmentation and discoloration issues. You also want to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water, keeping water in your diet, and having a clean diet anyway. Just keep in mind that what you put in your body reflects how your body looks on the outside. I think we all know and understand that, because when you diet, you notice that you lose weight. When you drink a lot of water, you notice that your skin starts to glow. Yeah, I think that's it. Also, let me not forget to tell you, just because your foundation has sunscreen or SPF in it, that is not enough. Apply a normal SPF. There are plenty that are on the market now, so do your research. Go ahead and find one. I will look into a few myself, and I can maybe link one or two in the description box for you. And if you guys want a video of how I got rid of my acne, please let me know, because I did go through a phase like that as well. So that is what I did to get rid of my hyperpigmentation and discoloration. I still have like a little bit of it in this area because no one's perfect, so it's fine, but I'm still following these tips. My skin has definitely come a very long way. I can show you guys once again what it looked like. Now, as you can see, I am glowing from within. I hope this video was super helpful for you. I know how difficult it can be dealing with things like that. If you test out these tips, make sure to come back to this video and let me know how they worked out for you. If you guys did learn anything in today's video, go ahead and give me a like. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any other tips, or just leave some words of encouragement for someone who may be going through something. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.